Okay. Trying to think. Yeah, okay, no. It's the open button. Yeah, I'm going live again real quick. Debating playing the 7 o'clock TSB tonight. I canceled my 5:06 stop this morning because I just don't have anything ready that they'd want to play. Because they said they didn't want to do the armor op, even though it was within their top 3 voted, so I'm just kind of moving around. I have another concept working on it, but I have to do research on Kuwait's military capabilities and kind of like a spec war thing, but we'll get there when we get there. So I'm going to just work on some of the ops on my front log here, because tomorrow I'm Zeusing an op at BIA. That's going to be Battle of Chunganon River, which is a Korean War op. Already play tested with them yesterday for that op. Everything's good to go. It's going to have some PvP elements as well.
Are you there?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, I just sent you some research on Goose Green.
Yep. I'm going to be taking a look at it later today. Thanks for that.
Yep, it's, like I said, only a couple pages long.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, thank you.
Would highly suggest, from the looks of it, you would put AI skill level pretty low, because it's a lot of open field.
Yeah, so I'm going to also experiment. I do have to check weather, but at least default on the map it was foggy, so I need to look up weather conditions. But AI skill actually won't matter that much because most of them won't have scopes, so they won't engage from too far. Because
the weather conditions were cold, light snow, but other than that, it was clear skies. They were able to run Harriers, and the Argentines were able to run CAS support as well.
Yep. Okay, cool. 1 second, let me write that down. Or just send it over Discord, that would be great.
Yep.
Because that op, once I finally start working on it, it's going to take the full 40 hours because of what I've been given and what I'll have to make because of what's present in Arma and what's not present in Arma. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hang on. I'm looking up the dates because I put the start date and the end date.
Yeah.
So you have a rough idea of how many days it took.
Yep.
But yeah, I put down a couple things that were changed to the regular layout of squads for that specific battle and the invasion. So for example, second para scrounge for more machine guns in order to make the squads have 2 as opposed to 1. Now I believe that means just like either crew or squad support. I can't remember. Date May 21st and went till May 29th.
Alright. Because I know with Arma we can actually go all the way back to the 1900 year, and again, for what I have to do to make Goose Green work, it's going to be, I want to get every detail right, you know?
So that's something you're going to have to change, because the nights were ridiculously dark.
Yep.
And you're going to have issues with that, because AI, obviously.
Well, it's going to be,
they didn't have artillery support for a good majority of it.
I know. But when we do, it's going to be a single fight based off of the map I have. Maybe a 2-parter, but I'll tell you what I have. So the map I have is a 16 FP Goose Green, because the other 2 maps that are on the workshop are not big enough and they're not stylized enough. Like, they've got nothing in that area. So I'm forced to use this small map, which has terrain pretty sizable to the actual place, but it only has Goose Green and then 2 airstrips and then a few other things here and there. So that's why I asked somebody to get me a picture of what the airfield looked like. looked like, excuse me.
The thing is in this documentary, it didn't show them taking the airfield at all. It was specifically just the garrison at Goose Green.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do the whole 9 yards. So, like I said, it might be a two-parter, but until I actually start working on it, I don't know, because I still have Mount Kent, which isn't going to be done. It's going to be a recreation on United Serrani because I do not have any good mountains that represent Mount Kent, and 73 Easting in Gulf War, which is going to be armor only. So those are the two ops we're going to do next Saturday, which thus gives me 5 weeks to do Goose Green, and I'm going to need them.
You could theoretically get away with 73 Easting on Kadal.
Yeah. Oh, it's already being made on Kadal. I already have half of it done on Kadal. Yep. We're gonna probably keep the rocks and bushes though, because I'm not going to. That's gonna create a very stressful boot on the server, so it's gonna be like nigh impossible.
Okay, well, there's gonna be a lot of Arma that happens then.
They just don't ram them, forehead.
It's 73 Easting. They were firing and moving.
I know, but it's still Arma.
It's also
you know,
and Arma. Anyways, well, I got you the stuff for Goose Green itself.
Yep, so. Appreciate it.
Anyways, I'm gonna go chill and play something else.
Yep, have a good one, man.
Yup. If I can find the channel, there it is.
Excuse me. Okay. So that's for one of the ops I have in the mission command. It's just a list of things we're working on. Because again, tomorrow is Chunganon River with BIA. Friday is a vanilla 6-squad AAF defense with no assisted assets. It's purely infantry, and I just want to see what they do when I give them defensive positions on an airfield at the bottom right of Altus to hold. Saturday I'm taking off because that's the day for me and Bloodwing to relax, because I take every other Saturday off for her. We're also going to shoot the footage for the next unboxing video that day. I'm probably going to take 3/4 of the boxes I have downstairs and unbox them, and I got some letters too, so people seem to like it, so I'm going to step it up, but I got to go and Sharpie off all the addresses on the boxes. Sunday is ready to go in terms of I have that Tier 3 op done, and the Project 11 op is mostly done. I just have to put in Tempestal's changes because he got back to me yesterday with updates. However, I don't stream that because I don't want to leak what the entire map looks like, because that would be kind of cheap. And then Monday, the next Rate Road battle, Azariah, I outsourced some of the work of that map to him, and he's making a lot of the defensive positions for me so I can work on other stuff, and he's about halfway done with that. So right now I'm just working on, for example, this will be the next T3 op. So I'm just, trying to start pick apart what I want to do. I could work on the 506 Kuwait one right now, but that's more so I have to go tab out and do a lot of research before I even get started. And, I don't think no one wants to look at a frickin' blank screen while I look up all these details on Kuwait. Why is Barbarian biking? Oh, no, that's Barbarian Weeb. Never mind. I don't know why he's screaming that, but whatever. He's weird. Okay, Arsenal's stuck on that. Watch this, he's about to start yelling. Oh, no, instead he gave the ... Oh, I love you too. How's that new computer I bought you doing? See, you have to be nice to me at least for another 6 months for that brownie boy. Yeah, Ramirez for, whatchamacallit, for Gulf War stuff, but again, cross that bridge when we get there. I'm so badly sidetracked. Completely lost my train of thought. What are we working on? So this is going to be not this weekend's Tier 3 op, but next weekend's T3 op. I have the T3 slots as Blue 4, some veteran slots as Green 4, and I'm making a Sniper Wolf and a Billman slot for harassment as Up 4 in case they want to do it and if the Tier 3s want to get oofed. So I need to go into Middle Eastern Militia, go under Cars, And I need to grab a few of these puppies. Do I want to do SPG9? Nah, they can be resourceful. Do I want a GL? No, we can just do this, and then I'll also do a quad. And then we go into attributes here. Fuel, no, not the fuel. Equipment. My brain's in so many different places because we were just talking about goose greens, and I'm thinking of all the damn goose green things I have to do. There's that all sorted. One thing I do want to test here. Let's make it a little earlier in the day. Yep, okay, I didn't have this set up yet. And let me check my add-on options here. That isn't set up yet either. That's why it was that way, okay. Please save it properly this time. I had a feeling it reset. Don't know when it did that, but it had to have been recently. Anyway, if I were to go into blue 4, so 3s are set, op 4 is set, and then that just leaves 6 of their slots set. I custom made their kit so they don't have full arsenals. Let me now jump into one of these slots, grab a drone terminal, and make sure I can take this thing off. Okay. And then I have to actually build that data node site. I might sneak in a funny image or something. So go up to you. I prefer the Ace Arsenal. Terminals, terminals, terminals. NATO. Open UAV terminal. Yes. The big boy. I need an R&R position for this puppy. Yeah, Predator drone should be good enough. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this thing in our asset pack, I did not realize how massive it was. Because I'm so used to looking at the vanilla drones and thinking, oh yeah, those are nice. But yeah, like an actual Reaper drone, these things are big. Why am I stalling? Yeah, so she'll need to pick up speed before we can actually, like, do something evasive with her like this. Let's see, dagger cut like that. That should be good. I don't think we have to worry about Ace 2's issues with rotary speed on winds because we're so high up that it screws with the wind, but it should be okay. And then if I were to take UAV turret controls here, this would be very simple. I would just say I want to kill that building. There's my lock. And that should allegedly... Yep, there we go. Yeah. So that's their support asset there. Okay. So we need R&R there. So I could literally just take... Don't know what action it just performed. Hot damn. Let's take 2 dudes, put them around right here. I can attribute, take out their name, do that. I need a Hemet ammo, fuel, repair, that sort of thing. So ammo, fuel. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? I'll do 3 Vicks to kind of get their attention with this. But I don't think they'll actually need it.
Not a big viewer, but I love your content when I can watch.
Hey, righto, Echo, thanks for dropping by and providing that $20 spot. I hope you keep enjoying the ops. I hope you're doing okay, staying safe among COVID-19, and, well, I hope you're getting a little kick out of this build stream. We're just developing future ops. Alright, that's marked as a repair Vic. It doesn't really matter because I'll have to drag it up, but I doubt they'll need to do any R&R with it. That is fuel capacity, and this should hopefully have some ammo capacity. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it should be more than enough. So if anything, I can just put them like this, and it should be fine. Boop. Okay. And then I can mark that as an R&R point, because I can assure you they're going to get confused. Alright, so that's done. Op 4 kits are good. Now we need to actually build a node here. Yeah, something right here. So let's build a computer. Could have sworn it was called a monitor. That's... What the heck are you? It's like a giant server rack? That's a server rack. Okay. Alright, that's a computer. Cool. That's the same exact texture, just an older Arma game. Or not, oh, one Bohemia made a long time ago. I forget the name, but that's that Easter egg. I could have sworn we had a monitor. Or is it called screen? I bet it's called a screen. Yeah, so we can have one of these down instead. I can put some really silly stuff on those monitors if I want to. Let's get a chair. Something to actually have the, because I'm going to go with them for this mission. I'm going to be sitting on that chair. So I am going to put a debug civilian here. So I can add this to my interface so I can do the have a seat command. Let's see. What else would I need? Because that comes with everything, but... Do I have a soda? No. Do I have a water bottle? New York water tank. Interesting asset choice there. Okay. Cool. There's a water bottle right there. Do I have some chips? Totally not recreating my office here. Okay. Give me an antenna. No, not the ant and plants. God damn it. Restaurant. Ah, that's... We actually have an anthill? Oh, that's a giant-ass anthill. Okay, antenna. With an E, right? Yeah. Canteen. Satcom antenna, but it's backpacked. Made in the USA. Heck. That's too big of an antenna. Do I have a deployed antenna? Canteen, cack. Nah. That's on the bigger end. Hey, Stone, how are you doing? How's your life, man? Always great to see you drop by. Thanks for the hundo spot. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you get a kick out of this. It's always great to hear from Stone. See, I might just link this on the outside, but at the same time... Well, actually, no. That would give some of the Op 4 guys a bit of a good hint on where the room they should be focusing on is, so... Here, and then we can make, like, this into a little module of some sorts. Now, I will need this to, like, hold still here, so let's go to Special States... Disable that, and we can stick that right there. And now I need, like... Nah, not a power pole, like a power generator. Yeah, boy, alright. Give me some cords. Not with the K, I need some, like, actual... Okay, you're not... You give weird errors, that's cool. I'll just put these over here, some wrapped up extension cords. The satellite dish, yeah, that's another thing that we could use. I just have to remember. We do have the sat phone, too. That could be doable. Yeah, the satellite dish, but I'm going to use something a little more modern, just give some bigger importance here. Yeah, we also have, yeah, the small ones themselves. Perfect. And we can set that as a simple, this as a simple, the water bottle as a simple. You're right, let's also get some tactical bacon here. Pistachio tree. Jesus. Just give me the damn bacon. Oh, I can put a tobacco store in here. Heck yeah. How big is that? That's too big. You know, it's actually meant to be like a can of candied bacon, and candied bacon tastes freaking delicious. Okay, how many screens do I have? I have 3 screens there, which means I need 3 different images. Okay, I probably have some cool ones here. I need some cool pics. When's the last time I had good pictures for something cool? T3's... Ooh, we're gonna blast from the past here. Caribbean Islands had some good pics here. Yeah, for the slides. Alright, copy, mission, scroll all the way up. No, that's a different file here. This is T3 data node, paste. Copy that entire thing. Perfect. Cool, futuristic-y enough. Yeah, so this is basically going to turn into a bastion defense as I send a bunch of bad stuff against them, and then they're also going to have people with marksman rifles, aka Bill and What's That, shooting at them because I'm a jerk. Oh, this map, it's Clafgan. Clafgan's a really nice, huge map, but let me make sure I get what I want here tested properly. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? The cool data noting. What, the Pixnim? I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna put a frickin' like cat girl or something on one of the monitors, but I saw screen 1, screen 2, screen 3 in my folder, and I'm like, yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, because it's the little details that count, right, Nim? Let's give him a warm welcome. Yes, this is the same map where we had a solo mission. YouTube deleted that video. Like, I cannot find it on my channel anymore. It's just gone. So I have now assumed that YouTube will just auto-delete stuff after a while, which... screw us, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna teleport up here and have a walk around this building. Don't you ever get bored of making missions? Yes. Yes, I do. Holy crap. I will have days where, you know, I literally have a panic attack and not Zeus. That actually happened really recently with the 700th. I decided not to run my mission because I just, bad day. It was a bad day. But, yeah, no, I'll have, how do I want to word it? I'll have days where I will bash out mission files left and right. Like yesterday, for example. I didn't stream anything, but I made like 6 or 7 mission files total. And then I got stuck on the 506 Kuwait one for today, and I was like, I can't. Because I was like, what? How do I put it? They asked me to make a file for them and made a file for them. And they're like, wait, we don't want to do this file. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it was like, screw me. But let's see here. Have a seat. Because I'll be going with them. Yep, so I'll be sitting here, probably getting sniped or something. I'm going to probably ask Bill and Wolf, hey, if you see me sitting down, can you, like, not kill me? You know, it's part of the mission. You know, actually, I have a better idea. What if I abort? So the seat works, the images work there. Oh, no, when I get burnt out from mission making, I go outside my office. I got a couch right here. I've got a big TV, and I literally just watch Law & Order until I feel better. Or I go demand Bloodwing's attention, and then we go out and get something like Taco Bamba. Let's not use long, let's use short. Oh, it's gonna do that. Okay, well. It's a spawn glitch when you have these two settings on. It'll put it like randomly in the air because the game doesn't know how to handle that properly. And then we just copy paste. Or I'll go on Twitch and I'll find someone streaming. Last night I found some guy that was making missions. He didn't know who I was, but he kept saying my name was familiar, and I let's see, I worked with him on some World War II small-scale thing he was making, which looks pretty cool. And then when he finally found out who I was, we talked about looting back in the day, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, it's okay to have a little bit of fun here and there. But anyway, this will protect me from Bill and Sniper Wolf's bullshit, because I can guarantee they're going to try to find a way to snipe me. It happens. This means I can move this bad boy over here, and the AI I want on top of this chair. That way it's easier for them to spawn. They'll find a way to kill me still. I can guarantee that, but I'll be safer. Oh yeah, Luton's done with Arma. He's done with harm. He's not coming back. But yep, that'll be, you know, that building, and they'll have to defend that. We'll probably make this like a 30, 45 mission, 45, yeah, minutes operation. Again, I like to keep the T3 ops, like, short and sweet, similar to how I'm doing the Star Wars things, except I would hope the Tier 3 stuff's a little more organized. The only air support that they're going to get for this mission is a Reaper drone, which has 8 AGMs, so I'm at most going to spawn a platoon of armor against them. to warrant the use of this. So at most 4, maybe 5 vehicles or tanks or whatever. Now the trick though is that I can't actually edit its loadout, because if you go into attributes, it doesn't have an option for me to change its pylon. So its pylons are set, but it's got 8 Hellfires, so these will kill people. And they could probably use that to hunt Bill and Sniper Wolf, so I'm going to tell them to bring thermal resistant gear. Well, yeah. No. It's literally for the armor assets to kind of, like, you know, come into the town and engage. Because this is meant to be like a, you know, inside a town sort of thing. I'll have infantry come down from the hill. But basically, to kind of go over this, these guys are Kurds, right?
Team 6 now.
Kurdish, blah, 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 yeah. So local Kurdish forces, which are friendly to the U.S., they found something, sent some of it to the U.S. U.S. High Command jumped for joy, and they're mobilizing a Ranger team or whatever special forces name you want to use to go and send someone to secure the rest of the data, because the rest of it's encrypted, which is going to basically cause the enemy to realize that they're being hacked, and they're going to go send stuff against them. And yeah, you know, nice little scenario of a firefight, because why not? Again, always looking for interesting missions to do for these guys. But again, this is a new concept I'm doing where I don't want the tier 2 pluses, which are veterans that aren't tier 3 anymore. Usually we let them fill in with the 3s, but because I want to work on the 3s tactics alone, I'm having them fill in different ways. So this op will not be this weekend's, it'll be next weekend's. And then the one for this weekend is U.S. forces are going to go meet up with Spetsnaz in the middle of like a neutral territory, which is also where some rebel factions are, and they're going to do a prisoner exchange. Russia already got what they wanted, so now they're handing the sky over. And then the Spetsnaz are going to be, you know, the tier 2 vets. And it's not meant to be PvP. There's absolutely no reason it'll be PvP, but when you put 2 factions with each other and put some high tensions up, you never know. But I, as the Zeus, am going to tell them that it's not meant to be PvP. Like, don't do PvP. But I do have a surprise set of objectives that'll happen for that one, because, you know, it's an op. It's going to go horribly wrong. So, we're going to go ahead and save that now. What do I want to work on? Because I thought of another tier 3 op I wanted to make, but now I'm blanking on it. Crap. We might as heck, I'm going to finish up the other 73 easing. Let's do 73 easing. 73 easing, though, I'm going to have to load up Kadal, because we don't have that in this mod set, because I'll be bringing that in with T3, no, T1 add-on. So I'm going to quit out of Arma here. And as I do that, I'm going to try and remember what the next T3 op idea I was going to do. So type in Kadal, check that off, and start booting it. What's the music from? It's hella familiar. Yeah, it's some good music. I just, you know, found it on the internet. It seemed very calming. It channeled me with my inner Todd Howard. Alright? You know, the grandiose man that always lets us know that it just works. Okay? It just works. I mean, nothing better can be said for Arma, okay? It just works. So, fun fact, Skyrim music isn't copyrighted, which is why I've started playing it more recently. I tested the waters. I thought it got copyrighted in one of my videos. It actually didn't. It got copyrighted because of my intro, which I'm still having my editors make a new one for me, but ay. Now we're just waiting for armor to boot back up. We're going to work on 73 E-Sings. I'm going to make and finalize the player kits. And then, if you guys want, you can help me do some research on what was done. We're going to do the op post-Sandstorm. Because in the 73 E-Sings, there's a sandstorm that stopped everything. I do have a sandstorm script, but it affects everybody. And I do have air assets that are going to be assisting with the 73 E-Sing battle. So I have to work on what AA is there. Ew, Don, where have you been? You've, like, missed 2 weeks of Warcraft. We miss you. It's lonely. We need our edgy ramen back. You're moving things. Where are you moving to? Why are you moving? I have so many questions. Nemesis, don't be down. Just think of Yanni's mom. It'll be okay. I need a new emote, which is Yanni's mom. We need to make that an emote. I need to get a new emote artist so we can make some new emotes. I need to make the 3-year tags for subscribers and so much to do. We need the next line of memes. Yes, Yanni's mom does have it going on. Alright? Definitely. And I want to make another Great Toyota War op. But I want to do some research into some actual positions here. Shreb, what the heck is that emote? That looks like a more retarded version of me with a different colored balaclava. Oh my god, I want baklava. Oh, I could go for some baklava right now. With honey. Tasty. Infidel gifting a sub to Tempestal. Hey, Tempestal, you can take that sub and you can buy another MI-26 with it. Wouldn't that be great? Alright, let's load up what we have for 73 Easting. Shut your trap. I know, Tootie, I know, okay? I just calm down. We're working on stuff. So 73 Easting. I only made half of this, and then I was asked by my friends in the 700 to go play golf with your friends with them, and I learned that game is evil. SGCC M16A2. What? Oh, that's the M16. Okay, no, that's the TSB one, so it's glitching out. Lovely, okay. Makarov! So, what did I make here? It was Command Platoon, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and then the Recon M2A2s. And then I was going to make 2 sets of pilots. Right, so I was going to have a FARP as a staging point, and that's also where Air can do Recon and whatnot. And I started on bottom right of the map, right? No, I went bottom left. What was I thinking? Yeah, no, I want to move it bottom right because that takes it away from the roads and it makes it easier for me to set up, like, down here where I can put a fob. Yeah. And then for all the greenery and stuff, I'm just going to keep it. I know it wasn't actually there, but other than the only other thing I can think of is instead of doing this op on Kadal, we did it on Southeast Asia. Because that has a massive desert with it. But that would mean I'd have to put like a 7 or 8 gigabyte map in T1 add-ons. And I do have a limit. Even though admittedly, to make Goose Green work, there's going to have to be like 4 or 5 gigs put into TSB T1 add-ons to make that work. But we'll get there when we get there. Plus the shrubbery it does add a little bit of concealment. What about the desert camo, Tootie? Why don't we mail Andrews a USB? No. We'll have to send it to him by carrier pigeon. Speaking of which, I should probably go into World War I and remake the Dove. They have the right vests, you son of a bitch. It's just part of the skin. Besides their armor, so the look doesn't 100% matter. But anyway, helicopter pilots. You're a 3CB dude, though. I don't use 3CB dudes. Just give me a NATO helicopter pilot, and I can reskin him fine. Yeah, never use 3CB as base kits. You can use them as enemies, but just make them out of vanilla and take the 3CB stuff instead, because 3CB sometimes they have a script on them that randomizes their inventory. And Everick of 3CB will assure you that it won't affect you if you uncheck it, but I have still had it screw with me. I love Everick, I love 3CB, but I still have had that script screw with me. Same with Project Op 4 stuff. You never use Project Op 4 stuff as base kits, and you never use 3CB stuff as base kits. Yeah, Nemesis learned that the hard way. I learned it the hard way twice. You just take it and go forward. Why am I scrolling back and forth? Where's the damn NATO section? NATO Pacific. No, just give me regular NATO. Where's regular NATO? Hey, Tootie. Shut up. Alright, let's see. Helicopter pilot. I know it's that, blah, blah. I don't like the red ring. Okay, so, it's for an Apache. So, right off the bat, what's it called? IDABs. Is it IH? It's IH, IHADS. Because they literally built this helmet, and then they built the helicopter to support the helmet. So that's for their targeting. I need a, do I have a USM uniform for pilots in the 80s? I don't think so. I could also look in DHI here. Worst comes to worst, I can give them the same thing, but let me just, if I type pilot. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't have anything good. Alright, Tootie. Tootie died. Okay, well, we're gonna pick insurgent clothes, because I'm sure Tootie would really appreciate that. Awesome. Okay, no, for real. If I were to take, like, an Apache... Tootie, that's not Twitch-appropriate language, man. I'm gonna have to politely ask you to calm down. Oh, that's a TSB kit, so honestly I could just set these guys up instead. I just have to make sure their helmet's right. Is your helmet right? No, it's not. There we go. Easy. No, I'm not doing anything with the A10 or the GAU 8. Here's how I'm going to show the pilots I like them. I'm going to give them a gun, and they're going to have to share the gun. So only be one gun. They both have to share the pistol. Clickety, clickety, click, click, click. Beef stew. No, okay. Let's see. That's good. And then these fudge heads, I'm going to give them a few magazines because those will totally stop a BMP too. And let's get some blue smoke grenades. And some white smoke grenades. And they can just go die. I don't care. Let's see. Let's give them... What type of radio am I giving them again? Here, I'm going to hit apply. What type of radio am I giving you for short range? Am I being nice? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, no, I'm being a dick. RFs. RFs for their internal net. And I'm giving them micro-programmers, right? Because otherwise that would be beyond fucked. Okay, cool. So, You need RF. You need the micro dagger programmer now. Okay. We're not going in night, so he technically doesn't need night vision, but I mean, he has the damn iHad, so should be okay. That's honestly it. So, I left the one in there. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then this is High Command Boyo, so I need a cool-looking beret. Oh, my back's killing me. Okay, cool-looking beret. Cool-looking beret. That's an RAF beret. That would piss Tootie off, right? An RAF guy is the High Commander. Yeah. I can just make it a black beret or something, doesn't matter. I don't think the USM or DHI actually have any berets for me to use. That's a shame. I know, Tootie, but we don't have TFAR beta yet because that's being brought in the next update, so I need them to be able to communicate with each other, so I'm going to give them the radio and say it's the internal net of the vehicle, which is why I'm also giving them the shittiest radio possible. Okay, Tootie, it's called player enjoyment. I know that's something you or Luton never understood, but we'll get there, okay? We'll get there. Oh, I just blamed Tootie for Azariah's mistake because they're both colored red on my screen. That's why. Okay, Tootie's Azariah, Azariah's Tootie. Amazing. No, Tootie, you should tell Az to stop putting words in your mouth, aka Lone Survivor. Because you're both the same color. Therefore, since I don't see color, giggity. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Do I... Yeah, we have GPSs. Which might not be part of the time, but again, I want them to be able to track their position because I'm nice. Okay, so theoretically now, if I were to select all of you, and... Oh, cool, I already made that slot. Well, okay, I remade you because I'm a jerk. Let's see. I made me cooler. Okay, that won't work, so we're just going to set him as the player slot. Awesome. And we're going to now select all these, attributes, excuse me, playable. Now we're going to go into settings, add-ons, load, T2. Now we're going to go to general. I'm going to unbinarize this file in case I ever need to edit it. We're going to set everyone to be at war with each other because I hate everybody. Multiplayer... Custom position, select, check, check, uncheck, check. Actually, I'm going to keep that off because I want to set a custom timer for the VIX. Check. And now I'm going to look up 73 E-stains because I need to look up when the frickin'... When was that sandstorm and what date was this? This was... 26th to 27th, so where was the sandstorm at? 11 o'clock. Blah, 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 skipping through all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Plan. No, we don't want to look at plan, let's look at 73 Easton, okay. Also, there's no mods for T62 tanks, so I'm just going to use T55s and 72s, because that's all I've got. God damn it. Does someone know the time of when the sandstorm cleared? Because the sandstorm came in at around 11 a.m., at least from what I read. Might have been an approach here. Aviation squadron done at 7 a.m., blah, blah, blah. But a violent sandstorm blew into the area and movement to the regiment's limited advance to 60 Easting took until 11 a.m. Okay. So 11 a.m. is when the sandstorm cleared. Multiplayer, no, environments, 11 a.m. And the date. When was that done? This was done at the 50th easing, so this was the setup. Yeah, so by 3 p.m. they started having contact. I'm just going to have the contact start at 11. Because contact also technically started by 3:20. But this is to kind of simulate the movement from the FARP to that, so it's fine. So, blah, blah, blah. This was the first day, which was 26 February 1991. 1991, February 26th. Cool. Okay. Now, if I were to look at my roster here... Ground command, driver, gunner, 2IC, driver, gunner, tank commander, tank commander, tank commander... Okay, and then you have the Recon Boyos and the Bradleys, and then the 2 Apaches, and then Big Eye. Cool. Okay, so, because the squad leaders here are also going to technically be in charge of the platoons. And then, yeah, I'm doing 3-man squads, 3-man tank crews instead of 4-man. Because it means we'll have more tanks on the battlefield, and not everyone likes to, you know, be the bitch seat that plays loader. So, trying to appeal to that. So now I need to move this stuff aside, and let's look at what textures I have for FARPs here. I only have a vanilla FARP, of course. Okay, let's look at something bigger here. First, let me template this out. Let me, where's the road? Road's right here, so let's build the FARP around right here. So to do that, let's get an environment tool. And let's extend this. Let's make it a circle, actually. Let's hit 5 and adjust this over here. Alright, Night Nemesis. What's the best way to get motivated to do essays? Alright, so when I was in IB in high school, International Baccalaureate, and we had to, at weeks, we would literally have like 2 or 3 essays due in a week. Because it was very writing intensive. How I motivated myself was really simple. I would stare at titties for 25 minutes, and that was all I needed. Sometimes 30 minutes if I felt I really needed the motivation. But if you want a real answer, I would just write whenever I felt like it and then have writer's block for a few days, then bane it out. But I will say this, yeah, big plot, like anime level plot. But not gonna lie, writing them last minute was a really good motivator for the brain. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go into Cup Military Desert here, and I'm gonna basically... What do I have here? Fuel dump. So I'm gonna put down a bunch of textures here. HQ, give me a mobile Yeah, mobile 113 for like a command thing, because we're not gonna have this be a FARP. We're just gonna have this be like a fob. So that's the command structure. Now I need. Could do an ammo dump and have that be an R&R thing. I need some helipads though. Air factory wouldn't actually be too bad there, but I would need a landing zone next to it. But that's too big, so if I were to go to helipad, no. And no, so what I'm going to do is instead, I'm going to do a copy-paste here. And we're going to invert this. That's not aligned properly, but that's okay. Let me take this and change it up a touch. Cool. Now, how are we going to do R&R? Let's put a Logivic in there, and now I can take these two Apaches and set them up like that. Okay, so that's the little fart part taken. And I need the tank factory stuff. Field barracks, field depot, field radar. We could do a field. Oh, God, that's massive. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Field HQ. No, 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 no. Gosh darn it. I know it's in here. Storage yard? No. No. I want to keep this relatively small because I have to make the space for all of those tanks. Service area, service area, service area. Cool. What do we have down here for small? Living quarters, that can be a spawn point. Actually, can we make it a barracks instead? That would, yeah, that would be better. Okay. Now we're going to play fill in the blank. I can keep that barrel. Yeah, I don't want that to get too close. That's cool. Okay. So this component can go about right there. Alright, come on. And then we can put this right here, and then I can just literally... angle that. Okay. Make sure all these damn Hescos work. Alright, any weird Hesco stuff in here? Because sometimes they don't like funky angles. Yeah, boy. Okay, so I need to back you up a tad. I can take everything in here. Simple objects. Let's change angle degradation to 5 instead of 15. Oh, that's awkward. Everything I made for this one isn't going to be aligned right on the ground, so let's adjust that real quick. And then I believe the same was done for these, so let's just adjust that a tad. Put that more in the Hesco. Cool. Now, for this one, we're going to delete these. Clip that a bit, adjust these a touch. Adjust that into a 180, pull that back right there. And I can throw this in the corner. Alright, cool. And this is our field barracks. I don't feel comfortable with that right there, though, so I'm going to move that. Alright, so 2 Bradleys will be there, 2 aircraft right there. I need a third wing. I need 2 more wings of tanks. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay, so watch this. I can delete these. And shove that right there. Now, this does cause a little bit of a concern for right here. Alright, cool. That keeps that separate. And I can literally put that right here. And then I can take this group. So I won't need... Well, no, I can still use that because that's the service station. Why is my tummy making the rumblies? Oh, because I didn't eat anything today. Cack. Alright. Whatever. What the... Down. That was too far down. Just... Down. Down, boy. Gosh darn it. Screw it. I'm just gonna delete the weird looking ones. Not eating's bad for you, but I want to die. We can all hope. Don't ruin my hopes and dreams, man. Gosh darn it. Okay, so all these camo nets. Special states. Okay. Alright, cool. So now let me look at these properties of the VIX. Let me see if there's anything specific. Yeah, righto, Commando. Thanks for dropping by. So desert skin. I don't get any option to change its loadout, so whatever it gets is what it gets. And let's now look at the M1A1. Just make sure it stays at 30% so you can regen health. Yeah, right. Something like that. Alright, look at this one. Desert, desert, desert. Ah, okay. What does that give me? Hey, Legendary, thanks for that. Oh, it's OSH. How you doing, man? Thanks, 100 bits. So, it can store up to 36 shells. I have to look up designations. Okay, M829. I think it's an 120 millimeter, but it might be 105. I forget. Okay, so M829. Wikipedia. American armor piercing fin stabilized discarded Sabot round. It's 120 millimeter. Which was incorporated into the Army Research Laboratory in 1992. Okay, so this didn't exist yet. Awesome. So I assume M830 heat, maybe? I don't know. Because, I mean, if we look at the year wheel, or we look at the year real quick, it's 1991. This says it's 1992. Shit. Okay, so what about what's the other options here? M830. M830 heat round. M830 is a high explosive anti-tank. The round was praised for its performance during the 1991 Gulf War. It is no longer being manufactured and has been replaced by the M830A. So that's the type. This is what we want to use. Okay. I'm going to check back at look at the variants here. No, okay, so 829A1 was used by Desert Storm, not Gulf War. Wait, proves itself in 1991 Iraqi D-55s. So they had M82A1. Okay. So we had this, we had these, and then we can have one of these joke rounds. Okay. So this replaced that, so I know that doesn't exist. So now let me look at these other ones. M10. I'm assuming this is a giant shotgun. So M028 canister. Jesus, it's literally filled with ball bearings. For close-in defense of tanks against massed infantry assaults. Gee, it's literally filled with balls and little steel rods. Discharging large numbers of tungsten steel balls. Tungsten balls from the main cannon. That is messy. Do I have a year of development? Come on, General Dynamics. I need a freaking year. I don't think this was used in Gulf Storm. Gulf Storm. It's Desert Storm and Gulf War. Oh god, it has an XM designation? Yeah, no. This program responds... Needs a sign by 99. Oh yeah, no. This is like a decade ahead of its time. Okay. So what do I have down here? M1147HE frag. This might be a made-up munition because I'm not getting any hits on it. Oh, because I put a W instead of an E. I'm an idiot. I'm just going to look up M1A1 Gulf War munitions. That'll help me out here. So the M1 had the 105 millimeter. The M1A1 had the 120 millimeter.
A bunch of custom locations. Any tips on how to make them / things to make? Thanks. Also, I've been looking up tech for this thing too, and there isn't enough modded content for the 1980s frown.
Himed, look up DHI and USM. That'll let you find 80s stuff for the US. Finding 80s stuff, there's some of that for the UK as well. It's just finding terrains to pick apart. It can be a bit difficult. But there is stuff out there for modded. You just have to look for it. However, Falklands is a very underdeveloped thing that it still needs a few years. But it's getting there. Made a lot of good progress. What I'd recommend, just to take us out of here for a second, is literally like pick apart, load up ZEC and ZEC Cup. Then again, Cup now has ZEC Cup tied to it, and just pick apart templates, and you can make custom stuff. Like this is a little armor fob now, and it's gonna have all of the sections for the 16 tanks we're gonna have. But I just literally picked apart everything, and then when you're done, make sure you go into this section. Scroll all the way down and delete the ones that you don't use because it still keeps a folder. But my best advice would be to just, look at templates and pick things apart. Because that will definitely help you out. But thanks for the 19-month resub, Himed. I hope that little campaign goes well, and I hope you're getting a little kick out of this dev stream. How am I going to counter 16 tanks? I'll show you. But for now, let me go back into the attributes of this tank. That's not the tank I was working on. Hey, Betrayal. Yeah, so 36 rounds total. Let me... Yeah, according to this, it had up to 55 rounds, depending on the model. Oh, that's for an M68A1. For an M1A1, it had 40 rounds total, but we only get 36. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go on a limb. So we had the A1, we had the heats, and I'm gonna give it a few of these. So 36. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to do 20, 10, and 6. Now, does it like that configuration? Because it might screw with things here. Yeah. Alright. So 20 AP, 10 HEAT, and 6 HE. I think that's more than fair. I don't want to hide any of the panels. Desert, platoon line. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We don't have a 4th platoon, though. Damn. Okay, so I can at least do 3 platoons worth of tanks. So, I mean, what does that even change, though, if I were to, put that down? So, if I have a 1st platoon and a 2nd platoon. And we have 2nd platoon. Oh, it changes little side symbols! Oh, that's so nice! Alright, cool, let's do it. Okay, so... Yep. And then that gives it a random barrel art, and the barrel art is a name that comes up on the gun. So what I will do is I'm going to basically give them all a unique one. So we're going to have 1... 2... 3... I didn't mean to reset your appearance. Let's hope that didn't break anything, otherwise I'll recopy paste. Cool. 4... What the fuck? Oh. It did. So that's what I like to call a ghost glitch. We saw it last in the 1812 Opera I was developing, where I deleted the unit from the little swivel guns, but it still kept the unit. It made a ghost, essentially. So, yeah, ghost glitch. 4... 4... Should still be okay. Is that sideways? It's sideways. Oh yeah, let's look deep in here. I mean, from where I'm putting them, they should be A-okay, but when we spawn in, if we hear it explode, then we'll know something's wrong. Okie dokie. 5... Yeah, so it changes the little number, the way the arrow points. Shame they don't have one to vote Republican. So, going up the list, we have Obamacare. I shouldn't have that down then, since Obamacare wasn't a thing yet. Vlad's Impaler. Hand of God. Okay, so I'm gonna write this one out then. So we'll put that at 5 instead. Republicans were a thing in the 1990s, right? I can't remember. And we'll change this out to 6. Yeah, this op is gonna be not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that. Bad blessing, Keck. Alright. So this will be 2nd Platoon, Vic. Dubaya. Asshole remover. Sodomizer. I'm thinking for the 4th platoon, we just won't have any symbols. So this will be 9, and this is now 3rd platoon, 1st Vic. And that one has a different symbol on it. Yep. We already have a sodomizer, so I'll tick it down one more. So this will be 10. Glamdring. I don't know that one. I don't know what that one means. Dixie. So 11. 3rd platoon, 2nd Vic. Mishani. What, the Spartan armor or the frickin' hammer or the place? "12, 3rd Vic. Hannibal. Lecter. God damn it. Ground. Get in the ground, you stupid Heskos. Stop performing actions. Just drag. Alright, let me go back to you. You should be... We already have Hannibal, though, so that was a miscopy. Okay, but the 3rd platoon symbol is good. Alright. So I have to say, my math is off, because we should be 1 extra because we're skipping Obamacare. Blood and Guts. Classic. Alright, and then the remaining platoon won't have... any of those symbols since I don't have a 4th platoon mark, which should be the arrow in the way that hasn't gone yet, but who knows. So 14, empty. Ironsides, classic. $15, Adder. We had a player named Adder a while ago. She only lasted a few weeks. 16. Double Trouble. War Pig. Alright. Now, I don't think there's any of that level of customization. We already checked these, but I like to check again, because you never know. Yeah, so this is the level of texture that they have. So that's cool, and now we'll handle the Apaches. Pylon-wise, I'm not really concerned with things for that matter. Because Hellfires are Hellfires, but so are Tank Rounds to Tank Rounds, but either way. I won't do anything there, so... I'm going to run a logistics vehicle in the field behind them as high command, and I'm going to basically follow suit with them in that. So that's why I have the LR there, because I don't want to rescript the vehicle to have that. So let's go into US. Let's get rid of the NATO category here. Go to US Army Desert. And now give me a truck. Give me, where's a decent repair truck? Not with an M2. I mean, this... You know... Actually, yeah. And I'll, and then the one in here will be unarmed. Alright, let's look back at kits here. Let me see if I can get a desert vest instead of that other vest right there. I don't know why it's woodland. DCU cover. I think that matches their uniform. Alright, cool. Attributes. Yeah, I don't give a shit about them. That's because I want driver and then second guy in shotgun, because those are going to be part of my group for driving that thing around. Now when I go to attributes here... Yeah, so the M1A1 Abrams, that's a feature from RHS that lets me customize them. So not every vehicle will have that. I know GM vehicles have a similar feature as well. Now, what am I doing here? We're doing some logistics. Alright, now I need a respawn point. Ooh, no, I do need that, but... Blue 4... And then I can attach that. So what we'll do instead is if they die, since I'm going to be following them with this Vic, and we'll have this at base. This will be for pilots to get their Apaches back. But otherwise, I want two different respawn sections here. Let's see. 180 seconds. We'll give them 3 minutes for the Apaches if they respawn. And then everything else I want back in 10 seconds. And then that, I'm going to make sure doesn't get kabloodled. And if it does, then we're pretty much SOL. So I'll add that just in case. But let's now sync these to that one. So I can delete that. I'm going to make up a random FOB name. Let's do FOB Sterling. Just to give the Brits a little run for their money. Respawn position, I can delete that. I can move the Zeus module over there. And that should be good to go. British were at 73 Easton as well. They had their own stuff. Anyway, I'm going to BRB 1 second just to go grab a drink. We're going to throw a little ad up. And yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, 30 seconds to spare, and I also have an artichoke. I'm gonna be eating that. Love artichoke. Whew, alright. An orange vitamin water. Yeah, sorry, Ace. We delete the VODs because I got banned for a month because of something on a VOD that was completely out of my control. So we just got oofed. So that's why I have to get rid of VODs immediately, and they'll be uploaded on the VODs channel within a few days to at most a week. Because if I don't, next time I get banned, Twitch has said it's going to be permanent. So I don't know. They just hate me. So, whatever. Anyway, looking back at this. I've got artichoke. Ah, oh, man. I love that stuff. So let's go look at this first hand here. I mean, it's going to be really easy to test this, guys. Oh, Soviet Womble never gets banned because he's too big. Once you hit a certain point in Twitch, you don't get banned. Unless you do something, like, really, really bad. But I'd be willing to bet money if someone were to take a clip of something he did and get a big, like, I want to say up to 100 computers or bots, whatever you want to call them, to make a report on it, I'd be willing to bet you would you could get him banned for 30 days. Ooh, why is it doing that? Why are they green? So when it respawns them, it's not... Okay. I mean, that's a quick change. You just gotta go into Garage, and then you can change the skin. But why is it doing that? Why is it doing the olive drab? It also changes the name, so I'm also curious. Did it change the type of ammunition in that vehicle? I don't think it changed the platoon symbol, though. Yes, it did. It did not change the ammo types, though. Except he's missing HE rounds. HE doesn't matter, but... Let me get in a non-mess with one here. No, it did change the ammo type. HE Frag and 8 Heat FS. I changed it to IPAT, which is the updated one that was used after Gulf War. Okay. So here's what we do in that case. No, I know. Actually, these are specifically TSB tanks from a different mod, but that's besides the point. We're gonna delete that. Actually, no, that would just take too long. We're going to... take all of these. Put them right there. So that's first platoon. That's second platoon. That's fourth platoon. And we'll make this a 3-vehicle rule. So if you blow up 3 times, you're done for the op. And I think that's more than fair. And then I'll put a debug marker on this so air doesn't freak out. So that way, yeah, I'm eating artichokes. I'm hungry. Okay, I haven't eaten all day. Fucking love artichoke. But this is so that I don't have to deal with respawning those Vics manually. So let me put a debug marker here. Oh yeah, no, if we have a lot of people disconnect because they lose all their assets, then something else is wrong. Burnside, if you don't like it, you can fuck off. I don't care. Let's see. Completely lost my train of thought. We're making a marker now for... Yeah, love you too, buddy. We're gonna do a debug right here. So, now I'm actually going to give it a quick save, and now I'm going to open up an older TSB file which had the, oh, why am I blanking out? Highway of Death. I'm going to go grab that. Where'd I put it? Right, because I don't have Fallujah 1.2 loaded, so it's going to make that and that. So let's go into the fix file. God, man. Artichoke? Blah, blah, 347, blah, blah, blah. And let's see. These are all of my kits that I made in that previous op with the Iranian flag, all this good stuff. Everything I can think of utilizing. So I'm going to copy all that. We're going to go paste it in the Kadal op. H, I swear to God, we're not talking about the frickin' water bottle. I hated those nitpicks. Because they want an M240 Bravo. I'm like, okay, here are the 3 different types of 240 Bravos that are in the mod. They all have rails? Okay, then don't use one. Don't worry about it, gaming. It's, it was for the 506. They yelled at me because I had, like a plastic water bottle from the early 2000s in it. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Screw me, I guess. So I'm gonna put this way up here, and there's a terrain difference in the map, so... Whoops. Alright, let's switch that over. No, it was like a plastic water bottle. I just needed an example. Could have been a 2035 water bottle. Yeah, right, Tootie. Yeah, it was just a 6-pack of plastic water bottles. And I got shit for it. I bet your immersion was destroyed, Marcus. I bet it was. That's why, when I'm eating my fucking artichoke right now, I don't really care. Okie dokie. So, we have our T-34s, our quote-unquote T-62, which are just armored T-55s. We don't have T-62s. T-72s for the Imperial, not the Imperial, the Presidential Guard, BTR-60s, BMP-1s, BMP-2s. Actually, these, what class are these guys? These are, Iraqi. Which is ironic, because Iraqi's blue 4. It's a weird choice. But I don't think there's really anything else for me to utilize here. Because I don't want to do Humvees. I don't want to do M2s. I could do ZUs, actually. So I could do that. Yeah, I know, Iraqi should be independent, but I think it's because the Kurds are independent, and there's a few other factions like Islamic State, so... It's just how RHS decided to divide it. I'm not complaining. I had to explain to a guy last night how IFA worked with Germans being blue 4, Russians were op 4, and the US and UK were independent. Because technically, blue 4 is a matter of perspective. To the Iraqis, they're the blue 4. To the Iranians are blue 4, you know, and so on and so forth. So it's all about perspective on a point of view. But Tootie. I know, they're supposed to be post-2003 Iraqi army, which is why we have them. But, Tootie, help me out here. What other vehicles should I be grabbing here? Because under Iraqi, you know, they also have Abrams, but by then they were our allies. Give me some designations, Tootie, but Chinese, the only Chinese stuff really is CSAT Pacific, which is 2035. BRDMs, yes, that's a good point. So any early or late models, not from Cold War itself, but Pakistani insurgents using some 3CB stuff, that wouldn't be too bad. Because I know they did have this, and we can... Yeah, let's not have the writing, but we can have the symbology here. Actually, no, we'll keep it on insurgent, that's fine. So... Because I don't really have any other gray textures. Ooh la la! Ooh la 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 la! I did not know that got added. Well, that's being used now. I have to drive test it though, but... Wait, what's the difference between a 2A and a... Oh, it's the wheel type. Sexy. Okay, so BRDM... let me get the other ones out here. I did my little ooh la la dance because I saw something I really liked. PT-76. Really? The amphibious tank? I didn't think that was used. Makes sense, though. We need to do something about those markings, though. Everyone knows the Polish fought alongside the Iraqis in Desert Storm. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Alright, let's get rid of that. Now I gotta fix the signalings here. I've got... Yeah, so let's do none for that. License plate number, I don't care. Do I have any op for stuff? That is a lot of Danish stuff. And then just the Nether... just hold up. Oh, look. So it's NATO, Danish, Netherlands flag. I love it. I love it. Tactical numbers, I guess we'll just put an 8 on it? I don't know. There is a none feature. Was that like towards the bottom? There's no none on this though, which is annoying. So we'll just, yeah, have an 8. None, because these are all frickin' Danish thingy-majiggies, so I'm just going to put those out. Dinosaur. Black dinosaur, why not? Yeah, because I know they have, like, Vietnam, they have... Like, this is where they actually have a lot of varied stuff. Could have sworn there was a North Korean choice here, too. There it is, yeah. So, again, you could do a lot with that one tank, but there's nothing Iraqi there. I'm drinking because I'm thirsty. Let me drink in peace. Alright, Tootie. What else? Yeah, no, I don't know why I wanted to call Makarov Trump, but Makarov added that to TSB assets, so. I don't really... Did the Iraqis have BMDs? I thought it was really just BMPs. Do we have 50s? I mean, hell, I'd just type BTR at this point. I mean, we have 40s. Probably get away with some of the 40s here. Yeah, they didn't use BMDs. But I don't see any 50s here. The People's Army. Well, BMDs are... The whole point of a BMD was so it could be parachuted out of planes. It's a, God, what's the damn term? Hold on, I need this for, like, a command vehicle. It's a parachute tank. So it's meant for airborne stuff. Got some unarmed ones for transport. That's nice. Yeah, exactly. They didn't really have anything for BMDs, so they just bought BMPs. So Burnside, it's Gulf War, so 1991. Specifically Battle of 73rd Easton. Judy, I don't think we have any BTR 50s. I actually have no idea what a BTR 50 is. But I know we have 40s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Maybe one day we'll see a BTR 90. OT 62. We don't have a T72, T62. Like, actually, the T62 in Arma is, like, impossible to find. Iraqi Army had 150 BMDs. 1991? More you know. Got one guy saying it does exist, one guy saying it doesn't. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. Well, 2D, I don't see an OT-62 APC. Is that from GM or somewhere else? Okay. Gulf War Iraqi vehicles. Should be Glob Mob. You sure it's called the OT-62? Because I should be able to find it just by typing 62. Let's try OT. With a dash. Okay, it didn't like the dash. Oh! This thing? This thing's evil. Alright? This thing will just snipe helicopters out of the sky. Is it this one, 30? Yeah, that thing? Yeah, no, this thing's stupid. Like, legit. This is stupid. Like, the amount of things it has killed in the Project 11 campaign concerning helicopters is dumb. Like, it has no reason to be how OP it's been. It is just a BRDM turret, but whatever GM programmed it to fire compared to RHS and stuff, like, it'll nail helicopters out of the damn sky. List the former equipment of Iraqi blah blah blah. 1958, 2003 equipment. Ooh, this actually has a list. Yeah, I wish we had T69s too. That would be nice. So they had 175 T-34s. They had some Shermans, but I don't think we have Shermans in this mod. At least this mod pack. That'd be nice if we did, though. Ripped a few. We don't have any M50s. I know that. None of them dank super Shermans. T-55s, they had 550 of. T-55As, I know we don't have any variations of the T-55. Like we have... Oh, wait a second. Oh my god, they're gonna hate me, though, if I have them fight GM assets. Oh, damn. I'm gonna ask Makarov if I should have him fight Cup or GM T-55. Alright, let me look at our T-72 models here. So let's get rid of that. T-72A, they had 200 of them. I mean, I got a bunch from 3CB, but they're gonna hate it from 3CB, so... Lamau. Screw it, I'm gonna go with GM. They're gonna hate me for it, but whatever. So T-55s, to scroll back down, we had T-55 and T-55A. And then T-55 Enigma. What's Enigma? Do I have any AR? I have AK. I have a list of equipment from the Golf War, but they didn't use BMDs. Yeah, that's what I figured, 2D. Artichoke. They also allegedly had some LAV 300s. I know we have those in the mod pack. Ooh, they had MTLBs. I know we have those. They used them as mortar carriers, apparently. Yeah, it's Skyrim music. Funny enough, the BRDM2 fitted with the 23mm gun. That's also listed. We don't have any panhards, though. I wish we had French panhards. There are so many countries that use panhards. Ooh, there's going to be a movie night at the 700th in an hour and a half. That sounds fun. I'm going to go join that. Oh, here's a link to a BTR-50. Oh, the BTR-50 is that tracked motorized looking weird thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that before. Anyway, let's look back at T-72s here. Do I have any tank destroyers? SUs, SUs, SUs. What are they watching? We're gonna watch some, they've been meaning to set this up where we all watch some 40K video stuff, because I've never seen any of it. Oh yeah, right, that's one of the planes we added. But yeah, I don't think I have any SU tank destroyers. Be cool if I did, though. But like I said, Arma's all about just making things work. Here's the PT-76 we added. I don't think we have any Patton tanks. Yeah, no. Ooh, T-72s with ERA. It's an excuse. Yeah, boy. They only had 5. So that's my boss unit for this fight. It's going to be that. I'm waiting for Tootie to yell at me. I don't have any M designations. It's gonna glitch out? Oh, that hurts, Mess Dog. That hurts. The hell is a T-72 Ural? That just sounds weird. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for equipment. 2 S1s and 2 S3s, you're right. You're right. Do I have... it's fine. 2 S1, 2 S3... What else, Tootie? Because I think that's going to be it for myself. I'm looking at my research here. But I think in terms of what I have, I think that should be good enough. Yeah, it's an artillery tank. I won't need the CRBM boys for this one. Yeah, so he's a chucklefuck pilot. What do I want to do here? First, I want some manpad. UAZs, yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to lie, though, I'm not going to use UAZs for this one. Because the AI are going to definitely get stuck on the stupid road. So, what do I want to do with you? I want to give you Igla. Igla? Igla. 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 Because the UAZs are just going to pathfind to the roads. Backpack. Igla. Bigger backpack. For more Igla. All the Igla. Alright. And then I need to make some crew slots here. Though, let's make them out of a standard rifleman slot. That'll make it easier. That's a medic boy. You are a basic rifleman slot. Give me an AKM, AKMS. Yeah, cool. He still kept his magazines. That's nice. Now I need a toolkit. Okay, whatever you had in there is not important. Now you get a toolkit. And let's change your helmet. I don't think we have ZPUs. Ah, yes, the generic GM crew helmet. A staple in this community. Yeah, the Virgin Igla and the Chad Stinner. Yeah, that's an understatement right there. I hate the Igla. I once shot, I remember I was doing a PvP thing, ruling was in an A10, and it took me 23 Iglo rounds to finally shoot him down. 23. You know how many rounds it took with the Stinger? 6. It was dumb. Now, plenty of RHS updates have happened since then, but... Yeah, screw both launchers, just use the Javelin. That's a win every time. Now, the rest of this is going to be me designing front lines and stuff for them to fight through. And I'll admit, I'm probably not going to stream that one. Now, let's see. It's, they renamed the Training Ops channel, because they rename it every time someone's doing an op. They changed it to Nom with the Furry at 7 p.m. That's based. Yeah, shame we don't have, T12s. Though we do have D30s. I could do with some D30 static. And I could take the AT version, which, because this is artillery and then this is like an actual cannon. So it's basically a super pack gun. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look those up. Ah! How am I gonna counter the Abrams? Carefully. Very, very carefully. I'm gonna say what I got here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna finish my artichoke, okay? And then I'm gonna go, I got some pork cooking downstairs, so I'm gonna go relax to that. I think I've given you enough ASMR, because some of you already got mad at me. Do I still Zeus for the 506? Yes, Secret Squirrel every other weekend, though I canceled this one for tonight, because I don't have a mission prep, because they didn't want to do the armor mission I made for them, and I haven't made a new one yet, so... Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. This will be it for me tonight. I'll see you, do I still play with Drop? I don't... Oh, yes. 3 p.m. tomorrow, Battle of Chonato River, whatever the heck. It's a Korean War thing. It's me known community called BIA, because they've got a big player base. So, see you guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. And, yeah, I'm going to go eat artichoke.